what's up, yo? Hit that like button and subscribe. We're gonna be doing a little NFL draft party tonight. We'll be doing a little draft party. Who that said they're gonna beat them Saints? Who that? Who that? I wanna see where Jaden Daniels goes. I wanna see who the Saints pick tonight. I wanna see how many quarterbacks go in the first round. How many running backs, receivers. Keon Coleman might go in the first round. Malik Neighbors, Jaden Daniels. I gotta go get my snacks. I should have got that yesterday, but I didn't. Then I gotta feed my goats. I'm probably gonna miss a little bit of it. Oh, man. With the first pick in the NFL draft, the Chicago Bears select Caleb Williams, quarterback, USC. Gotta go get my snacks. Gotta go get my snacks. Gotta go get my snacks. Go get my snacks. Gotta go get my snacks. Gotta go get my snacks. Country music singers always been a real close-knit family. Lately, some of my kinfolks have disowned a few others than me. I guess it's because I kinda went and changed my direction. Lord, I guess I went and broke their family tradition. They get on me and me, Crisco, why do you drink? Hey, why do you roll smoke? Come on, son. Why must you live out the song that you wrote over and over? Everybody could make my prediction. If I get stoned, sing all night long is a Crisco tradition. I'm very proud of my daddy's name, although he's kind of blues, and my blues ain't played just the same. Stop and think it over, put yourself in my unique position. If I get stoned and sing all night long, it's an old Crisco tradition. And don't ask me, Chris, why do you drink? Hey, son, why do you roll smoke? One more day. One more day to the weekend. If I'm down in a honky-tonk, some old slick's trying to give me friction. I said to leave me alone, I'm singing all night long is a family tradition. I'm very proud of my daddy's name, although he's kinda blues, and my blues ain't played just the same. Stop and think it over. Put yourself in my unique position. If I get stoned, sing all night long. It's a family tradition. But don't ask me, Crisco, why do you drink? Hey son, why do you roll smoke? Why must you live out the country and the rock and roll? Over and over, everybody could make my prediction. I get stoned, sing all night long. It'll be an old family tradition. I got a shotgun rifle and a four-wheel drive, and a country boy can get by. Country folks can get by. God, you can't tumble down and you can't make it run. Well, them old boy raised on shotgun. Acapella, acapella. We say grace and we say man. If you ain't into that, we don't give a damn. We're from North California and South Alabama. Little bitty towns. We're all over this land. And we can skin a buck and we can run a trot line, and them country boys can get by. Country folks can get by. I had a good friend in New York City. Never called me by my name, just called me Hillbilly. My grandpa taught me how to live off the land, and his taught him to be a stone businessman. Count that 200 grand. I live back in the woods, you see. My woman, my kids, my goats, and me. I got a shotgun rifle and a four-wheel drive. Country boy can survive. Country boy can survive. We came from the West Virginia coal mines, the Rocky Mountains, and the Montana skies. We can skin a buck and we can run a trot line, and country boys can get by. Country folks know how to fry. Had a good friend in New York City. He never called me by my name, he just called me Hillbilly. My grandpa taught me how to live off the land, and his dad taught him to be a businessman. Oh my word. Dun 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 dun. typing. Y'all keep up the comments. Keep the chat flowing, y'all. Keep the chat flowing. Keep the chat going. Keep the chat flowing. Let's go. Let's grow. Let's go. Keep the chat going, y'all. Tell me who y'all think's gonna get drafted tonight. Who y'all think Jaden Daniels goes to? How many quarterbacks get picked? What's the best snacks that I can buy? You know, I've been doing this since I was little. Normally I have Doritos, nacho cheese, and jalapenos. Not a heartburn. Can't break tradition. Da 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 da. Yeah, I'm gonna miss some of the draft. I know I'm gonna miss some of it because I gotta let the goats eat. Who let the goats out? Who let the goats out? Let the goats out. Who let the goats out? Tomorrow's Friday, y'all. I worked so hard to get to this point. Hopefully we can make it through tomorrow. But tonight we got the NFL draft. Snuck up on me this year. Usually, I used to buy my NFL draft magazine. Oh, my shoulder. Yeah, I used to buy my draft magazine every year, and I would study it and see who the players were that were getting ready to get selected. This year, all I know is Jaden Daniels, Drake May, Caleb Williams. It'd be interesting to see where the first round picks get. How many LSU players? I know we got Jaden Daniels and Malik Neighbors that are going to go in the first, probably top 10 easily. Maybe in the top 5 even. I think the intrigue of the draft, NFL draft, is to see if there's going to be some big trades, picks traded, players and picks. There's a lot of speculation when it comes to the NFL draft. Mel Kiper, draft guru. Mel Kiper, draft expert. Y'all some draft memories. That's what this is. This is NFL draft day, so anybody listening, I'll tell y'all some draft stories. Probably my favorite one. Well, I have a couple of favorites, but honestly, my favorite player of all time is Ricky Williams. And so I followed the Saints, you know, from years and years, since 1987. And I have followed the Saints. And Back in 1997, Mike Ditka came on as the head coach of the Saints. I still remember when it was announced on the radio. It was a cold January day that Mike Ditka was coming to be the head coach of the New Orleans Saints. Well, he drafted in 97. He had got his first draft. He had got Danny Werfel, Troy Davis, brought in Andre Johnson, wide receiver. You know, just guys that were okay, but they weren't going to win a Super Bowl. So Ditka's first year, Saints went 6 wins and 10 losses. Second year for Ditka, 6 and 10 again. Well, the 1999 draft came up, and they had this Heisman Trophy winning running back from the University of Texas Longhorns, which, honestly, I had a lot of other things going on in my life. But that was the year that Kevin Falk from LSU came into the draft. And yeah, I had a lot of other things going on in my life at the time. So I really didn't pay much attention, to Ricky Williams. And then the Saints were just so mediocre. I followed the Saints so close at the time. And but truthfully, we didn't have anybody that would sell jerseys. Anybody. I mean, we had Danny Werfel, Pete Schuler, guys like that. Keith Poole, no really star players. So I'm driving to work and I hear Mike Ditka say he would give up all of his draft picks to draft one player. So he told them way in advance. This was like a week before the draft. Well, draft day comes, and they used to have the draft on Saturday mornings. So I get my nachos. I've always had nachos, my leftover Easter candy, all that stuff, my snacks. So first pick came up. It was Tim Couch. He went to the expansion Cleveland Browns. Tim Couch from Kentucky. Second pick came up. It was, I can't remember. I think it was Donovan McNabb to the Eagles, I think. Third pick came up, Akili Smith. And I should remember, but I can't remember who's the fourth pick. Oh, it was the fourth pick. The Saints were trying to trade with the Colts to get Ricky Williams. We're going to give up all those picks. Well, the Colts took Edgerrin James ahead of Ricky Williams. So finally, the fifth pick came up. It was with the Washington Redskins. And the Saints made the trade. They said, dun, 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 dun. There has been a trade. The New Orleans Saints are on the clock. They have given up all their draft picks. And it's the Saturday morning. I was at a wedding the night before when the Houston Texans had the first overall pick. And they were going to draft Reggie Bush, we all thought. Instead, they took Mario Williams, the defensive end. So that means the Saints were on the clock at number 2, and Reggie Bush was there. And the Saints had just brought in Drew Brees. Once again, 2006, coming off the Hurricane Katrina season. New head coach, Sean Payton. We had the opportunity to draft Reggie Bush. Another savior for the Saints franchise. Well, I'll tell you what, that, I was like, man, I was on YouTube. I was on YouTube. Didn't know that years later I would have my own YouTube channel with almost 4,000 subscribers and continuously growing. So those were probably my two favorite drafts. There was a lot of speculation when the Saints had signed Drew Brees that year, Matt Leinart, who was out of the league quickly, and Vince Young, who did all right with the Titans. But there's so many of these players that are out of the league very quickly, you know. But yeah, I remember watching the draft from when I was very young. Gil Finnerty and Pat Swillen. I remember when the Saints had traded Pat Swillen to the Detroit Lions to move up to number 8. They took Willie Roaf from Louisiana Tech. I've always enjoyed the draft. It's always been fun to speculate and see where this person will go and where this person will go. I'm about 10 minutes, probably 10 minutes away from the snack machine place. Hope y'all are still listening. I don't know if y'all are, but hope y'all are still listening to my draft stories. Probably my worst draft. Not that I didn't have a good time, but probably my worst draft was when the Saints traded to take they got 2 first-round picks. They had their first-round pick, and Ricky Williams got him back a first-round pick from Miami because he went over a certain amount of yards. And so they ended up taking Jonathan Sullivan, defensive tackle from Georgia, who ended up being a bust. Gave up 2 first-round picks for him. Nobody really talked about that though. That was Jim Haslett. The draft is starting in about a half hour, so we ain't got much time. But if I had to give a prediction of what I think is going to happen tonight, it's an early overall prediction. I think Caleb Williams, all I've been hearing is him number 1. I think Washington stands put, takes Jaden Daniels. I think it's a good pick for them. They can build around him, Washington. Can build around Jaden. I think pick 3 is where it starts to get surprising, because I think there's a lot of teams that are going to reach for quarterbacks. I think that's where people are going to be surprised how many quarterbacks go tonight. I don't know how good are the running backs situation. I know Malik Neighbors and Marvin Harrison Jr. should go easily in the top 10. As far as the Saints, I don't see the Saints moving up. I think the Saints will stay put. The Saints are getting old. The Saints team is getting old. They do need to get some good players. They've messed up a couple of times and picked some linemen that haven't been really good. So I think the Saints definitely need to have a good draft. And we'll see. we'll see what they do. We'll see what they do. I think I can make it back in time to watch at least a few picks. At least the Jaden Daniels pick. That's really the one I want to see. Then I can go on the radio here when I'm outside with the goats. And then probably around 8 o'clock, I'll be able to start my live stream. Give a rundown of what I think, and we'll see what happens. Y'all still listening, I appreciate it. Y'all hit that subscribe button. We talk about all kind of stuff on here. There's a little burparooski. I got this good woman at home who thinks I don't do no wrong. And Lord, no, she ain't always around. I can't help anybody at all. Play me some songs about a rambling man. Put old Jim Beam in my hand. Cause you know I still love to hear those guitar sounds. Don't play me your cheap. It's gonna be one of the more interesting drafts. Da, 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 da. It'll be one of the more to start, and I might miss the first pick. It costs almost $11 for some nachos. That's crazy, huh? Boy, times have really changed, eh, yo? Cool. What we gonna do? Times have really changed, my friends. All my rowdy friends have settled down in the laid-back songs. Nobody wants to get drunk and get loud. Everybody just wants to go. I've seen my wilder days, and I have seen my name at the top of the page. I need to find a friend just to run around. And nobody wants to get drunk and get loud. And all my rowdy friends have rowdied on now. I think I know what my father meant when he sang about a lost highway. And Johnny Cash don't act like he did back in '68. And nobody wants to get drunk and get loud. And all my rowdy friends have rowdied on down. Me and my rowdy friend, we're rowdied on now. Man, we got like 15 minutes. Dun, 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 dun. Man, I'm so excited right now. There could actually be trades that have been made I don't even know about. Right now in NFL GM, right now in these, you know, in these rooms, they're talking trades, talking picks. Man, the speculation of the NFL draft. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I'm gonna have to try to charge my phone, and I ain't about to go live till tonight. We gotta have us a good weekend, y'all. It's gonna be a heartache tonight, a heartache tonight, I know. Gonna be a heartache tonight, a heartache tonight, I know. Oh, I know. See how many we got. We still got some people in here. Hey, I gotta go, okay, guys? I'll see y'all after a while. I gotta go charge my phone. See you in a bit. Go Tigers.